Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly Burkenstock, President of Skin Body Health. We have clinics in Mandeville, Louisiana and New Orleans, Louisiana, and we're happy to serve you. I'm licensed in Louisiana and Florida, and we actually serve a lot of people across the nation via telemedicine and Skype and such. Today we're going to talk about autumn. Well, when autumn comes, there's usually a change in diet and appetite. When autumn comes, we tend to, for whatever reason, decrease amounts of fresh fruits and vegetables that we eat, mainly during the summer, during those hotter months when we're looking for sort of a lighter mix. So during the summer, we're eating a lot of strawberries and oranges and pineapple, which are wonderful for our health. And it's great if we continue those through autumn. But as the weather changes and the pumpkins come, and we start thinking of the fall weather and the turkey and the cranberries, quite often we sort of migrate to a diet that's not quite so power-packed with natural fruits and vitamins and fresh vegetables as well. So today what we're going to talk about is an autumn collagen vitamin-packed smoothie. The smoothie by Dr. Burkenstock, called Autumn Collagen Vitamin-Packed Smoothie, is full of antioxidants like anti-inflammatories such as cherries, blueberries, potassium-filled bananas. It's healthy fats and manganese. Manganese from almond butter. Omega-3. We actually put a teaspoon of high EPA, vitamin-enriched omega-3, which we call our Omega Pure. So in this particular form, the high EPA is what drives down triglycerides and pulls up our good HDL cholesterol. It also increases focus and memory, so omega-3 is just a win-win all the way. We also add fiber-filled flax seeds to keep that gut health and the bowel movements regular. And flax seeds also have an antioxidant and are good for your cholesterol as well. We boost our immunity with collagen, our vitamin K1, K2 drops with vitamin D, and our vitamin A Pure drops, our newest addition to our armamentarium. The nice thing about the smoothie we're going to make today, it's going to be jam-packed with vitamins, but all in a powder or serum form, so that sometimes we just need a break from swallowing those 10 or 12 or 15 vitamins a day that we know are so important for our health. We're going to also add a big dose of our Collagen Supreme. Our Collagen Supreme is a powder form, and it's jam-packed with amino acids. Those amino acids are the building blocks of protein in our body. These amino acid building blocks help with elasticity of the skin, strength in the nails and the hair, bone health, so it can really help improve bone health. And if you've got osteopenia or osteoporosis, which is a degradation of the bone, some degradation of the bone happens with aging. But when you have an accelerated form, then you have an osteopenia or an osteoporosis. And you really want to hype up the amount of protein you're ingesting in the body. Collagen powder is one very easy way to do this. Our Collagen Supreme has these amino acids which rebuilds the collagen in your body. It can improve skin health, hair, nail growth, relieve joint pain, prevent bone loss or more bone loss, and boost muscle mass so that you're increasing that lean body build. Many other health benefits as well. Collagen is just an overall win-win. So collagen we can find in bone broth, tendons, ligaments, and in this country, that's not one of our normal food staples. In the Vietnamese population, they often add beef tendon and cartilage and such to some of their pho soups, so they get that additional benefit of those proteins. In this country, we usually take an extra collagen supplement, either in powder or pill form. The omega-3s, I touched on that a minute ago, that's gotten from high EPA quality fish oil. So our Omega Pure has almost 700 milligrams of such. Be careful when you're picking or buying a fish oil, because many times it's got a fancy thing on the label that would say fish oil 1,000 milligrams. Well, that sounds like a big amount of anything. However, please turn your bottle or jar to the back So for example, in our Omega Pure, when you turn to the back of that label, it's got your active ingredients. If you don't have a high amount of EPA or DHA, EPA being the most important proponent, then you're just as well be swallowing motor oil. Also look for the GMP seal of approval. We'll get a close-up of that at the end. But the GMP seal of approval means it's manufactured in an FDA-approved facility. If not, you could be getting anything in a jar. So the unfortunate thing about vitamins is that you can put anything in a vitamin, chalk, or any other harmless additive, and put very little of the active ingredient. And if it doesn't have the GMP seal of approval, it's considered a food source, and as long as they don't harm an individual, they can really put in some very low potency supplements in there, and then of course you're not getting what you paid for. So do watch your labels when you're shopping for Omega Pure or any other, not just fish oil, but any other supplement, to make sure you've got a good graded supplement as well. So as I said, an omega-3 fish oil, high in EPA. The EPA is what improves the HDL cholesterol and pulls down the triglyceride cholesterol. As far as LDL, it doesn't decrease the particle number of that bad LDL cholesterol, but is thought to almost slime that LDL particle, roughly, to put it in easy generic terms. And so a slippery LDL particle is much less likely to attach to that arterial wall and form a thrombosis or a clot. So it's certainly be helpful. Fish oil also helps with ADD, improving focus and concentration, and it is also thought to be very lifting to people with mild forms of depression. Never, of course, stop taking any medicine that your physician prescribed, but certainly you could add this on for a natural added benefit. Fish oil is also very moisturizing to the skin internally, so it's a good proponent for the skin as well. Since your body doesn't produce omega-3 on its own, you've got to sort of get those through your foods or vitamins. So some of the foods that have lovely omega-3 would be fatty fish, fish oils, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. Potassium. This is another item that's going to be jam-packed in our autumn collagen vitamin-packed smoothie. Potassium is the third most abundant mineral in the body. Very important, as we all know, to prevent those muscle cramping aches and pains. Some people call those Charlie horses. When you're deficient in potassium, you certainly know it that way. Another thing, or another medical item that we see with a potassium deficiency is a heart arrhythmia. So if potassium is too low or way too high, but usually the problem is too low of a potassium, we can go into a heart arrhythmia, which of course is very dangerous. So potassium, a little known mineral, can be so important to the body. You never want it to get below 3.5, and of course that's something you would check by blood work. But this potassium, it helps your nerves to function, it helps to keep your heart in a normal rhythm, helps your muscles to contract. That's why when there is a deficiency, your muscles overcontract and you get that cramping or Charlie horse. And you can find a lot of potassium not only in bananas. Many people know that potassium is very rich in bananas, but also in oranges, cantaloupe, honeydew, apricots, grapefruit, cooked spinach, kale, and sweet potatoes, or sometimes called yams. Iron is another important component of our health, and often lacking as we age or go through menopause for women or andropause, male menopause for men. Iron is very important for hair health. So when we have an iron deficiency, we can notice hair loss. Hair loss can be from a multitude of things, but certainly iron is one of those major components. Your body needs iron for growth development, hair growth and strength, and hormone production. Your body also uses iron to make hemoglobin. You may know this as your blood count, or your hemoglobin and your hematocrit. And then of course if you're deficient, they would say an iron deficiency anemia or an anemia. Hemoglobin is a protein very important in red blood cells, and it carries oxygen from the lungs to all parts of the body. And we need to get that oxygen to muscles in all parts of the body for proper organ function. Some foods that are high in iron would be shellfish, red meats, spinach, pumpkin, flaxseed, quinoa, and black olives. So let's get started on our autumn collagen vitamin pack smoothie. What we'll be using for the ingredients are blueberries, cherries, bananas, kale, almond butter or coconut. Today we'll be using almond butter. Our Omega Pure liquid, flaxseed. You can use those regular or ground. I find for the smoothies, the ground organic flaxseed is actually easier, but either one will do. We're going to be using a scoop of our Collagen Supreme, alkaline greens for all the benefits of fruits and vegetables in 1 scoop of alkaline greens. Also helping keep your body more alkaline. When your body's more alkaline and less acidic, you burn calories faster. It's also healthier for the body. We're going to use 1.5 cups of non-dairy milk. It's milk of your choice. So you could use cashew milk, almond milk, coconut milk. I particularly like almond milk. You could also substitute that for water if you prefer. We're going to add a little bit of stevia or honey for your particular taste buds. So that's not something that's mandatory. I like mine without, but if it's not quite as sweet as your taste buds would like, you could use just half a teaspoon of stevia or honey as desired. We'll also add some vitamin C powder to get that kick, as we may not be getting those fresh oranges and grapefruits that we may have been getting during the summer. We're going to add 5 drops of vitamin A Pure. That's a pure vitamin A. Vitamin A is a fabulous antioxidant. Great for the eyes, great for the skin, great for the hair, and so many other things are on the body. We'll also be adding a few drops of vitamin D, K1, K2. K1, K2 is beautiful for the skin as well as for the immunity. And vitamin D does a powerhouse job all throughout the body, not only fighting depression and diabetes, but in ensuring bone health. It's very, very important vitamin D supplements for male organs as well. And it's a great immunity booster for everyone. So without further ado, let's get started. So first we'll put in 1 cup of blueberries, organic blueberries. Next we'll use a 1/2 cup of cherries. Now you can get those frozen unpitted, which may be a little easier when you're making a smoothie. You could also get cherries from the store, pit them yourself and throw them in, but do be careful of the pits. Then we're going to use a 1/2 banana. You could use fresh or frozen if there's none local in your community during this time of year. 1/2 cup of kale. We're going to use a tablespoon of almond butter. Then we'll use a teaspoon of Omega Pure fish oil liquid with very, very high in EPA. So this has got 725 milligrams of EPA. So very high dose, very potent fish oil, which is so wonderful, as we said, for memory, concentration, ADD, improving cholesterol, so many things around the body. Next we're going to add a scoop of Collagen Supreme. So this is our collagen product, which is jam-packed with the amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein, which strengthen hair, nails, bones, immunity, support, and the like. So Collagen Supreme. Then we're going to add 1 scoop of alkaline greens. This has got all the important phytonutrients from fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, and 1 scoop's all you need. It's got a slight berry flavor to it. Then we will add our milk. And if people choose, they can add water at this point. I like it a little thicker with the milk. This is almond milk, organic almond milk. You could use coconut milk or cashew milk or water as your preference. Then we're going to add our vitamin C powder, which is your antioxidants, great for the skin, great to help you get more alkaline in your system as well. Excellent for the collagen in the face and skin altogether. And then our newest product, vitamin A serum. Using 5 drops. And then you have a choice on the vitamin D. You can do our plain vitamin D pure or our vitamin D K1, K2 drops. I like the D K1, K2. It's great for immunity, fabulous for the skin, and we'll use 5 of those drops. There we go, and we're ready to blend. Going to add a little bit of ice. So you blend about 20 to 30 seconds and you're done. We have our Autumn Collagen Vitamin Pack Smoothie. It's a meal and vitamins all in one. Absolutely delicious. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm Dr. Burkenstock. We'll see you next week.